brought to you by Addis Ababa City Administration Education Bureau in collaboration with Addis Media Network, and I am Zuna Mekonnen. Today's lesson topic is test for congruency of triangles. Test for congruency of triangles. Test for congruency of triangles. Students, after this lesson, you are expected to describe the tests side congruency test, side angle congruency test, and angle side angle congruency test. So let's proceed to the lesson. Before that, in previous lesson, we have seen that in order to say two triangles are congruent, the 6 corresponding parts of the triangles must be congruent. That means, look this one, if you have this triangle ABC and another triangle DEF, in order to say these two triangles are congruent, the 6 corresponding part, this side must be congruent with this one, another side, and this side must be congruent to this one. Not only that, their corresponding angles, this angle must be congruent to this one, and again this angle must be congruent to this one, and this angle must be congruent to this one. So if this happens, the two triangles are the exact copy of one another. That means triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Triangle DEF. As you can see from this 6 part, side AB is the same as DE, AC with DF, BC with EF, angle B with angle E, angle A with angle D, angle C, and angle F are congruent. These 6 corresponding parts of these two triangles are congruent, therefore the triangles are congruent. But in this section, in order to say the two triangles are congruent, we have a test. If you know 3 parts of the two triangles, using the test, we can judge whether the triangles are congruent or not. So let's proceed to the first congruency test, which is side congruency test. Okay, the first one is this: side, or in short, SSS, congruency test. Okay, this test says if the 3 sides of one triangle, if the 3 sides of one triangle, is congruent to the 3 corresponding sides of another triangle, then the 2 triangles are congruent. Then the 2 triangles are congruent. And this test is called side-side-side congruency test. So in order to judge whether the two triangles are congruent or not, if you know the three sides, if their corresponding sides are congruent, then the two triangles are congruent. Look, this one, for example, if you take these two triangles. Okay, let's take this triangle. A, B, C, and take another triangle, this one. Triangle D, E, F, and let's mark congruent sides of the triangles with the same mark or symbols. Let's assume this side is congruent to this one, and assume this side is congruent to this side, and this side is congruent to this one. Okay, are these two triangles congruent or not using this congruency test? When we see the two triangles, the three sides of these triangles are congruent with the three sides of the other triangle. So the two triangles are congruent using side-side-side congruency test. In what order? What is the corresponding side for AB? The corresponding side for AB, this one is this side, EF. What is the corresponding side BC? It has three markers. This DE will be the corresponding side. What will be the corresponding side for AC? The corresponding side for AC is this part, two markers. It has two markers, these two are congruent. So now in what order can we fit this triangle on this one? Let's write that. Triangle A, B, C is congruent to triangle ABC. Look, this one, A, B, and then C. From one mark, then you proceed to this part. So you have to write the order in the same manner for this one. So 1, 3, just 1, 3. You move from F, E, D. Therefore, it's congruent to triangle F, E, D. This will be the congruency order by which test side test the two triangles are congruent. This is the meaning of side congruency test. Now let's see one more example for this one. Example. Consider the following kite. Consider the following kite. Here, the kite is given here. Okay. A, B, C, D. And the adjacent sides of the kites are congruent, but the opposite sides are not congruent. These two are congruent. Again, these two are congruent. Let's just give them the same mark for congruent sides. So the question here is, show that triangle ABC is this. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC. Triangle ADC. Okay, how do we show whether the upper triangle ABC is congruent with the lower triangle ADC? By which congruency test? Let's see the answer this together. So here we have two sides for upper triangle ABC again, we have also two given sides here in the lower triangle ADC. And this side is congruent to the upper AB, and side DC is congruent to side BC. We know two sides of the two triangles are congruent. To say the two triangles are congruent, we need three sides. Here, the third side AC is for both triangles. It is common for both triangle ABC and ADC. Or we can see these two triangles by cutting like this. If you cut out the triangles, here you have triangle ABC, the lower triangle. Here it is. This is a common side for both AC. This one is D. This side is congruent to this one. And this side is congruent to this one. This is common for both. Therefore, as you can see, the three sides of this triangle is congruent with the three sides of the lower triangle. Therefore, by side congruence test, the two triangles are congruent. In what order? Let's write the order. Triangle ABC is congruent to, look this one, ABC, from this mark to this mark. So you go in the same order for the lower triangle. So AB, this one is AD, BC is congruent with DC, therefore it's congruent to triangle ADC. Triangle ADC by side congruency test. That's it. Now let's proceed to the next congruency test. Okay, the second congruency test is this side angle side congruency test. So here, side angle side congruency test. What does this test say? It says if two sides and they include angle, they include angle between the two sides. Between the two sides is, if two sides is a good angle between the two sides of one triangle, is congruent to the two sides, the two corresponding sides and included angle of the second triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Then the triangles are congruent. Then the triangles are congruent. And this congruency test is called side angle side congruency test. Let me repeat the sentence again. Here it says, if the two sides and the included angle of one triangle is congruent to the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent by side-angle-side congruency test. So let's see this concept through triangle. Look this one. If you have this triangle ABC, if the two sides, this side and this side is given, and the included angle between these two sides is this one. The included angle between the two sides is this one. If these two sides and the included angle of this triangle is congruent to another triangle here, DEF, assume this side is congruent to this one, this side is congruent to side EF, and the included angle between the two sides, angle B and angle F, are congruent, then these two triangles are congruent by side-angle-side congruency test. If you move this triangle on this one, it completely fits. That's the exact copy of the other. So, in what order can we fit these two triangles? Let me write this one. Triangle ABC, is this triangle ABC is congruent to, look the order, from this side to this one, from mark 1 to mark 2. So you move in the same order for this one also. So you move from mark 1 to mark 04, DFE. Therefore, it is congruent to triangle DFE. We call this congruency test by side-angle-side congruency test. Therefore, now let's see example for this one. Okay, now let's see example. Example 1. Suppose ABC is equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. And AD is perpendicular to BC. Here is a picture. It is an equilateral triangle is given. So this one is A, B, C. And here says AD. This AD is perpendicular to BC, and D is the midpoint, and D is the midpoint, the midpoint of BC. Then show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Then show that triangle ABD is this congruent to triangle ACD. Now let's see this. here it says this D is the midpoint and AD is perpendicular to BC. So since D is the midpoint, this length DC and BD are equal. And again, this since AD is perpendicular to BC, since AD is perpendicular to BC, this angle also 90 degrees. This one and this one also 90. So now we need to show these two triangles are congruent. Using congruency test, we'll try to show it. And let's separate the two triangles. Let's see them individually. Look, this one, if you take this triangle, you have this one. So here it is B, there is A, and this one is D. This 90 degree. And this side is same as this one. Again, take this one. Here, this is AD is the common side. This one is the common for both. And ADC. As you can see, this side and this side are equal. BD and DC. BD and DC are equal since this is the midpoint. And again here, this is perpendicular, it's 90 degrees. These two sides are common for both. So, as you can see here, the two sides of the two triangles and the included angle are congruent. So, using side angle side congruency test, these two triangles are congruent. If you move this one on this, it completely fits, that means. So in what order do they fit? Let's write the congruency order. Here, triangle ABC, triangle ABD, ABD. From this part to mark 1. So you move from this part to mark 1. This side fit with this one, this side with this one with this. So just you move this one on this triangle. Therefore, triangle ABD is this congruent to ABD, it's ACD. Congruent triangle ACD by side angle side congruency test. Okay, now let's continue to the third example. Example 3. Consider the following figure. Consider the following figure. Congruent sides are marked with similar symbols. Congruent sides are marked with the same, with similar symbol. Okay, let's take this one. Let's take this. Here it is A, B, this one is C, D, E. So this side BC is congruent to side EC. Again, this side AC is congruent to side CD. So show that triangle ACB is this congruent to triangle DCE. So I will give you 30 seconds for this. Students, have you tried the question? Very nice. Now let's see the answer together. Okay, here we have these two triangles. In this picture, as you can see, only two corresponding parts or two corresponding sides are given. Side BC is congruent to side EC and AC is congruent to CD. But using these two sides, we can now judge these two triangles are congruent or not. We need additional information. Here, from the picture, you can see that this angle DCE, this angle and this angle are congruent, and we call them vertically opposite angles. So, additional information, angle DCE is the same as angle BCE since these angles are vertically opposite angles. So, now we are ready to judge the congruency of these two triangles. Here we have two corresponding sides congruent and the included angle for both is congruent. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent by side angle side congruency test. Now, in what order does this triangle fits on this one? Let's write that. So here, triangle ABC is this congruent to, look, this one, ABC. From this part to mark 1. You move in the same order for this triangle. So from this part to mark 1. So you move from D, E, C. That means this part fits with this one, this part with this, and this side with CD. Therefore, ABC is congruent to DEC. Triangle DEC by side angle side congruency test. That's it. This will be the answer. Now, we'll proceed to the next section. The next congruency test is angle side angle congruency test. Now let's see this test together. Angle side, third one, angle side, angle, or angle side angle congruency test. Here it says if two angles and the included side of one triangle is this congruent to the two angles and the included another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Then the two triangles are congruent by angle side angle test. So here says this test says that if we have two triangles, if two angles of the two triangles are congruent, in addition to that, if the two included sides of the two triangles are congruent, then the two triangles are congruent. That means one triangle fits on the other completely. So let's see these concepts through picture or through triangle. Look, if you have this triangle triangle ABC, and again, if you have here triangle DEF, if two angles of the two triangles congruent, assume this angle is congruent to this one, and this angle is congruent to angle D. And if the include side means it is the side between the angles. So this side, if this side is congruent to this one, then these two triangles are congruent. No need of checking the other part. If you know these three parts, the two triangles are exactly the copy of one on the other. Okay, so in what order does these two triangles fit one another? Let's write the order. Here, triangle ABC is congruent to, look here, ABC. From this angle to this mark to this one. So you move in the same order for this triangle. So A corresponds to F. Triangle F. B corresponds to, corresponds to E. So triangle FE, and then C corresponds to D. Triangle FED. These two triangles are congruent by angle side angle congruency test. So this is the meaning of angle side angle congruency test. So let's see example for this concept. Example. Okay, consider the following figure. Read the figure. Here, this side is A, B, C, D, E. If AB is parallel to ED, and if AB is this congruent to ED, then show that triangle ABC is congruent to DEC. Triangle DEC. Okay. Now let's just check, or let's do it together. Here, this picture is given. Side AB is parallel to side ED. These two sides are parallel. In addition to that, this side AB is congruent to side. So only one side is given in this question. To check or to test whether two triangles are congruent or not, at least we have to know three things. Either the three sides, or two sides and the include angle, or the third is the two angles and the include side. Here we have only these sides, so we need additional information to judge whether these two triangles are congruent or not. Okay, here, if you remember in your lower grade lesson, if two lines are parallel and cut by transversal, alternate interior angles are congruent. So here, since these two lines are parallel and assuming this as a transversal, this angle and this angle are alternate interior angles, so they are congruent. Again, considering this as a transversal and these two lines are parallel, this angle and this one are alternate interior angles. They are congruent. So now we have three parts for the upper triangle and three parts for the lower triangle, so we can test whether these two triangles are congruent or not. Look, here we have angle, side angle. Again here, angle, side angle. Two angles and the include side. Two angles and the include side. Therefore, these two triangles are the exact copy of each other, or they are congruent. So, by angle, side angle test. Therefore, here, triangle ABC is this congruent to triangle ABC. Look the order. How do they fit each other? A fit with D since they are congruent. B fits with E. So I'll write in same order for lower triangle. A, we start from D. Triangle D, A, B. B corresponds to E, therefore D, E, and finally C. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent by angle, side angle congruency test. So that's it. So this is all about today's lesson. I'll give you questions for you to try it at home. Exercise. Exercise 1. Take this triangle. This triangle A, B, C. This one is right angle, and this hypotenuse is 10 centimeter, and this angle is given. This angle is assume it is 37 degree, and again here you have another triangle. Assume this one is D, E, F. Again, this side is this 10 centimeter, and this angle is this 37 degree. So the question is, show that triangle ABC is congruent to, triangle ABC is congruent to FED, triangle FED, and state the congruency test, and state the congruency test. Okay, second question. Consider triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. Say that AB, side AB is congruent to BC, and D is the midpoint of BC. Here is a triangle. A, B, C. AB, AB, this one is AC. AB is congruent to AC. Okay, again, D is the midpoint here. D is the midpoint. So you are asked to show that triangle ABD is congruent to ACD. Triangle ACD, and state the congruency test and state the congruency test. Okay, so please just write this question. I'll give you 1 minute to copy the questions. Okay, students, good. Please try the question in your home. This is all about today's lesson. Until next lesson, goodbye.